Good morning.
Good morning.
Can everybody tell me why we're here?
To serve, delight, and engage our members while they shop their way.
Thank you very much. All right. Kurt, you got some focused storytelling to tell us?
I do. I want to talk about what owning it looks like to me. Dallas helped us with the move over in appliances a couple weeks ago. And Tuesday he saw that we were still struggling trying to get the hood fans put back up on the wall. So he approached me and said, hey, if you put me on the schedule for tomorrow morning, I'll take care of it for you. I printed the planogram off for him so that he could get them up on the wall, and he did that for us. And Dallas saw the gap, he owned it, and he did it. And that's what owning it looks like to me.
Go Dallas.
Yeah, great job, Dallas. So, he's not here, obviously, so we got to make sure that when we see him, we let him know that we appreciate him.
Give him the thumbs up.
All right. Who's next?
I am.
Chuck.
Our two key results. What's our first one, guys? Deliver a wow member experience. What metric goes into that? What two metrics go into that? Feedback. And
Shop your
Shop Your Way
way.
rewards and member feedback. The next one is become the world's greatest integrated retailer. What are some of the metrics that go into that?
Store to home.
Store to home.
Shop the way you can.
Web to store fulfillment rate, which is where they order offline and it says we have it in our store and we fill that. We got to make sure our hand's correct. Recap sales to total consultative sales. And then store to home transaction and Radian 5 guarantee. The Radian 5 goes on our back dock. They got to be ready for it, and they're doing a great job with that, so we want to appreciate them. Build a team of engaged associates who embrace change in technology. Regrettable turnover and 90-day retention of new hires. Two things we really got to focus on. We don't want to lose any people. We want, when somebody comes in, we want to hire them. We want to make a good hiring decision. Then we want to train them and make sure they're right. Make sure that they know what they're doing and they can perform at the expectation that's there. A lot of it is training, and we have to make sure we're training. 90-day retention, they're both together. And then the last one is operational excellence to drive profitable sales. What's a key metric there? What's the last word?
Sales.
Sales to plan. That accounts for 15% of our LBS score, so we've got to make sure we're hitting our sales to plan. Make sure when the customers come in, we know what our ad is, we know what they're looking for. We can help them get what they want before they leave the store.
I think it's also important to note on that in order, do we make money on everything we sell? No. It's called margin, right?
Right.
So it's very important that just because I take $1,000 in doesn't mean I made any money. We have protection agreements, installation, SPPs, Sears credit. All of these things affect the bottom line and drive margin in the store, which is 10%. So sales to plan is 15, margin is 10%, and then you get into smart solutions, which is another 10%. Then you have profit drains. What are profit drains?
MMRs.
MMRs, you said markdowns. So needless markdowns. You might not know this, but what is the maximum markdown percentage we can be at as a store by month end?
Less than 10%.
That's a lot less than 10%.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty close. 1.8%. No more than 1.8. Think of it like your personal checkbook. Now, not everybody's very good with the checkbook, but some people are. You know where every little dollar's going, right? Well, it's the same thing it should be in the store. We know where every dollar's going. And so sometimes we have to make decisions to help a customer. Situations come up. We have to make a decision. Not always the most profitable decision, but we have to make them. We don't want to tie up our discounts and overrides in needless mistakes and re-rings when we have potential members coming in who need us to help them. We need that extra wiggle room for those situations. That makes sense? Okay. Next.
Close the gap. That's me. When we first started talking about this meeting this morning, we were going to talk about sales. But and that's important, because if we don't have sales, what happens to us?
We
Nothing
close.
really. So it's very important that we have sales. And then I got an email from Justin Rutzel. And it said, team, we almost had a 90% performer yesterday on Shop Your Way Reward Loyalty. So whenever you give that customer money, what are they going to do with that money?
They're gonna spend it.
They're going to spend it. So the more money that they have to spend, they're going to spend more money. So that's what Shop Your Way Rewards is all about. So focused accountability is identifying the gap. So there's a gap between us and Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon's a small store. Mount Vernon, this report right here said Mount Vernon came in at 87.3%. Can anybody guess where we were with that? 67.31. That's a pretty big gap between the two stores, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So this little booklet here says identify the gap. There's a big gap in Shop Your Way Rewards for yesterday's performers. What does it look like to see it? We saw it on the paper, okay? Then what does it look like to own it? Every one of us own it, don't we? What does it look like to solve it?
Ask
yourself these
every person.
questions,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And what does it look like to do it? We've seen it. We know what we have to do. So, Sarah, tell us, what do you do?
I ask them for their email address, and then if it doesn't pull up, then I search by the phone number.
Every
Just ask
customer.
Every customer.
Every customer. So, Sherry, what do you do?
I just tell them the benefits.
The benefits. That's right.
That's the best thing.
That's the
What
best thing.
What it's going to do for them.
That's right. So we got to close that gap, haven't we? Get all of our members that Shop Your Way Rewards. Next.
Okay. Brooks, activity.
Yes, we are.
All right, we got the lowest prices of the season that continues through Saturday, so let's make sure that we highlight that for everybody. I do need all associates, soft lines and hard lines, to check your online training. You should have a leasing training in there. Soft lines, it's just a smaller video and quiz. Hard lines a little bit longer, but it still only takes about 15 minutes to knock that out. I need everyone to do the training by the end of business on Saturday and sign an I know a coupon for your immediate supervisor. Beginning Friday, 4/26, tomorrow, members can redeem up to $10 off their Shop Your Way without their PIN. All they need is a valid ID. So look for that to load into the system tomorrow. Friends and Family's coming up on May 5th, so let's start prepping for it. And as far as our goals for today on, well, first of all, deal of the day, Craftsman Anvil Pruner. Should be easy to move out this time of year. Trimming up the rose bushes, that's a good angle to go. Normally $14.99 down to $7.99.
Replaceable blades.
Replaceable blades, lifetime warranty.
Wow.
Shop Your Way and credit goal is 25, and emails and store to homes 15. I see no reason why we can't get 20 store to homes. So let's start with you. How many are you going to commit to me today? Store to homes.
At least one.
At least one.
I'm gonna shoot for 3.
Shoot for 3. Okay. Sherry.
I'll shoot for 4.
4. There's 7. Back there.
Kent.
Kent. 2. 9. That's all we have here right now. You're always good for 2 or 3.
Me?
Yes.
Well, she works in the shoe
shoot for
department.
3.
She should
Yeah,
be.
you're shooting
Yeah.
for 3. All right, we've got 11 just in the morning shift here. We're going to hit the 20.
I think Jackie's going to get 2 today.
I didn't see you over there, Jack.
She got
You
2
got 2
yesterday.
yesterday. Woo.
All right. Cool.
I think Jackie can get 2. So that's 13.
That's 13.
And I
Yeah.
think Michael's going to get a couple today, right?
Try.
Yep. He's going to ask every member. So we got 15 right here.
All right. All right, I'm going to turn that over to Matt for the A2 Action Spotlight.
Okay, for our A2 Action Spotlight,
to kind of carry on with what Emma was talking about this morning, with your Shop Your Way rewards, loyalty, and closing the gap, that comes in through making sure our members are first. We have to make sure that we are giving them every single opportunity to walk out of this store with a receipt, a bag, or sending them a digital recap. By providing them with the Shop Your Way rewards and offering them every single service that we have, making sure that they're getting the right product from us, we're delivering them a wow member experience. We have to ensure that we're, no questions, listening to our members and finding a way to meet their specific needs. Without that, we don't have their trust, and we're not making sure that we're doing justice and giving them what they need in order to want them to come back to us and shop with us some more. And again, spend more money, build up that Shop Your Way rewards loyalty. So we have our digital tools that all of us have available to us. If you ever have any problems, you have Pebble. You can go to Game On and ask questions for anybody. I mean, you can come to Cliff, Kurt, Chuck, myself, anytime that you ever need any kind of assistance.
Not Brian.
Yeah. Brian's not here, so. Brian's not here.
Just don't ask Brian to write anything for you.
Yeah.
All right, so, you know, it's 10 o'clock. Doors are going to be opening soon. What are we in Paducah?
Number 1.
Let's do that one more time in unison. I know. What are we in Paducah?
Number 1.
We are. You know where we're at in LBS right now?
37th
37th in the nation. So good job, guys. All right, store open.